Hi there everyone and welcome back to day 6 of my video challenge. My name's Mike Sherritt from themikesherritt.com. You've probably seen the slide just to introduce myself. Today I'm going to talk about motivating others and becoming a leader in network marketing yourself. Now the first thing I'm going to talk about is sharing your vision with people and making sure that you share your vision on a regular basis, because you should always have a huge vision and make sure that you believe in your vision. We make sure that it's not just a couple of days of working with a company. You've got to trust this company for working so long, because I had a conversation today regarding a company, and obviously there was something there that sparked off the interest of why that we picked this company in one of our products in the system. And I answered it obviously because I share their vision, Dave and Dave's vision, and obviously that's the reason why we did it, because we want to brand people as leaders in our Power of 3x3 system. So what we want to do is we want to create a way that they can brand themselves. So sharing your vision, and obviously you need to make sure you share your vision in the right positive way, not just like this that I'm going to show you now. Now, obviously, you don't need to share your vision in that way. You don't need to getting people to do other things for you. Obviously, it's about sharing why you like this company and why you want to work forward in the company. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is daily routines. Now, obviously, if you set up a daily routine that you follow and have a strict passion for it, you will get the best results out of what you're doing and from working on the day. Now, you should have a solid routine that you don't ever deviate from. You should get up in the morning and do certain things. Now, on my team, I've been sharing that with you. If you've not been looking at our team, you can go to our Facebook group. It's the Power of 3x3 HQ. So obviously if you go to there, you can join in the conversations. It's a free group, it's open, but it's just mainly so that people can reach out in the business that we're in and get help from a day-to-day basis, because most people use Facebook. Now obviously you've got to make sure that you pick the right routines, and I want you to make sure that you don't pick two stupid routines like this one here. Now, most people are struggling with training and things like that when they first get going, and everyone likes to sit and don't like to sit down and spend too much time in front of the computer, because the reason that they're doing what they do is because they want to make some money online. And they want to do things that they want to do, and they want to stay on. You want to stay on top of the latest trends and the latest marketing strategies. You can do things like weekly training for your team, like we do at the Power 3x3. Makes that encouragement for them to push forward and get further. Now, we've created like a group as well on Facebook, like I said in the earlier bit, that we unify each other, and we show each other that we're going to comment on each other's stuff and show each other that we're going to be supportive of each other, of our personal growth, each one. So that's the reason why we started the 90-day challenge. Now, the best thing not to do as well, obviously you need to make sure that you get the right training and the right things in place. Now, obviously one of my best people that I really, really do love indeed is Tony Robbins. I'm going to show you a short clip now, the reason why I like the guy. And he's a phenomenal person, and I've learned NLP through what he did. That's the reason why I got into it. And I'm going to show you this short clip, and obviously it'll inspire you to have a look at some top leaders and start looking at what they're doing to change your mindset and stuff like that, give you the right training. So check out this video.
Sly Stallone, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky. Rocky's story is this even, right? But Sly's is too. Sly's a good friend of mine. And when I first met him years ago, he was listening to my tapes and stuff, and he invited me over for dinner. We started talking, and I said, I've heard your story from other people, but I really love to hear it from the horse's mouth. I don't know how much is mythology and urban myth and how much is true. So he told me his whole story. He said the essence of it, though, was he said he knew his whole life what he wanted to do since he was very, very young. He wanted to be in the movie business, period. I mean, not just TV, movies. And he said why was, for him, it was a chance to have people not only escape, but to inspire people. And by the way, that drive is what made most of his movies, inspire people to what they're capable of, to overcome unbelievable obstacles, because in his own life he felt like he did that. When he was born, he was pulled out by the forceps. That's why he looked the way he did. That's why he talked the way he did. And he said, so I really want to do that. And he said, I knew why I wanted to do it, and I wasn't willing to settle for anything else. And he said, what happened was I went out to try and get jobs, and it's not like I went, hey, Adrian. They went, you're a star. It didn't work out real well. They looked at me and said, hey, you're stupid looking. Do something else. Just talking like this. There's no place for you in that stuff. You're never going to be a star in the movies. You're insane. No one's going to want to listen to somebody who looks dopey and talks out of the side of their mouth. Right? And he got no after no after no after no. He said, I was thrown out more than 1,500 times at agents' offices in New York. I said, there aren't 1,500 agents in New York. He said, I know. I've been to them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. He said, I remember one guy went in there, and I got in there at 4 o'clock, and he wouldn't see me, so I stayed there, and I would not leave. And I stayed overnight. They came back the next morning. I was still sitting there. He said, that's how I got my first job. The guy said, fine, come in here. And he sat down, and he went through this, and he gave me my first movie. I said, oh, really? I thought Rocky was your first movie. He said, no, this other movie, I'd never heard of it. I said, well, what character did you play? He said, well, I was in it for about 20 seconds. I was a thug that somebody beat up. He said, because they made me feel like, people hate your guts. You getting beat up, it'll be a good thing. And he did like 3 movies like that. Never got anything. Kept going out. Rejection, rejection, rejection. So finally he realized it wasn't working. So he changed his approach. He said, I was starving, by the way. He said, I couldn't pay for even to have heat in my apartment. My wife was screaming at me every day to go get a job. I said, well, why didn't you? He said, because I knew that if I got a job, he said, I'd get seduced back and I'd lose my hunger. He said, I knew that the only way I could do this is if it was the only choice, if I burned all other bridges. Because if I did a normal job, pretty soon I'd be caught up in that rhythm and that stuff, and I'd feel okay about my life, and I feel like my dream would just gradually disappear. He said, I wanted to keep that hunger. That hunger was the only thing I thought was my advantage.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. It's very inspiring. I like Tony Robbins, like I said, because he does really good audiobooks, and he's a fantastic person to know once you start listening to his videos and watching the stuff. The guy's got millions of videos everywhere. If you can't find him, go to YouTube and type in Tony Robbins. There's pages of him. Now, the next part in this training that I'm going to give you today is obviously you're not to worry about your team members that don't perform. The reason why you're not to worry about them is because if you reach out your hand and you give them the same training, and the next part that I'm going to be on about, and you don't, and it's duplication. And I don't want you to think that obviously if they're not struggling, there might be something wrong. It's not the case. The way that we've got our system set up in the Power of 3x3 is so simple to do. We give people 5 steps today. We ask them to learn our engine network training and also then adapt it into a 90-day challenge, because them 2 prospects of things alone are bringing a lot of leads into our business on a day-to-day basis now. With the people that are taking this on board and taking part in the video challenge, they're starting to grow in the businesses. They're starting to get more people liking the stuff. They're starting to get people asking them about the Power of 3x3 and what they're doing. It snowballs because you're showing people your personal side. You're also showing people something different. You're inspiring people. You're motivating people, and you've got a training in place that it's really easy to do. So obviously, I don't want you to stress out like this video I'm going to show you here, because it's no good. You need to keep nice and calm and positive and start thinking, right, how can I obviously help this person? You reach out to that person, you communicate with them, and obviously, if they don't listen to you and they don't follow, which, like I said, the next part of the video I'm going to do is about duplication. If they don't follow the duplication, which I'll explain more in a minute, they will not do anything in this business because they're not set. They've not got the mindset to do it yet. So what you need to do is obviously don't stress out about your team members, just like this video here. I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was rather funny when I found it. Now, obviously, you don't need to get stressed out because I'm going to teach you now how to do the duplication part of the side of it. We've got, like I said, a special system in place. And if you're going to follow someone that you need to make sure that you can duplicate, you need to make sure they've got a system in place, because some people aren't duplicatable, but systems are. So what you need to do is you make sure that you get the right system in place and that people can copy the same system as you. And like I said, we do a simple Ninja Network Training. It shows you how to market properly on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all the social networks. And we also show you how to do video challenge. Now, most people are afraid of getting in front of a camera, and most people are afraid of getting in front of a video. So if you can break that comfort zone, you're in the middle, and you've got a little square on the outside. If you can break that comfort zone and come out of your comfort zone and start doing these videos, start showing people who you are, I guarantee you will make $30,000 a month by the end of the year. It's the way it works. People will go with people. They don't go with businesses. People like people. So make sure that your system that you've got in place is duplicatable, and then sell yourself. That's the only way to do it. The best duplication is that way. Now, obviously, I haven't got anything for duplication because I don't think anything that's funny. But obviously, as well, the next part we're going to talk about is knowledge. And it's about having enough knowledge to pass on to people, making sure that you've got enough possible to give out to all your team, making sure they've got enough too. Now, I'm going to show you a quick video about knowledge and how it's the key to unlock everything for you to your success. I hope you enjoy this inspiring video.
I have a great time with my life, and I have a great time with my life, and I want to share it. I love living. I think that's infectious. It's something that you can't fake. Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple. This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it.
Yeah.
Period. It's that simple.
I know who I am, and I know what I believe.
I know who I am, I know what I believe.
That's all I need to know.
And that's all I need to know. So from there, you do what you need to do.
Now, this is the last part of what we're going to do, and obviously thank you for watching the video. Now, no matter where you are in the playing field of entrepreneurship, leadership, you need to make sure that you inspire your team and empower them to do things to make them succeed as well within marketing and sales, and make sure that they're trying everything that you're trying that works and doing everything that you're doing that obviously you make sure that they stick to it, because the people that will succeed will follow you on that journey. I teach everyone in my team, and I've taught my team, and now their team is teaching their team. And this is the way that duplication works. If you teach the team a simple method, they'll do it in either way, very, very easily. Now, this is day 6 of my video. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them below on any of the social networks that it's on. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.